Oh, what's going on, guys? HK Titan here with a brand new video for you guys. But first things first, as always, hope you guys are having an amazing day. So in today's video, we are going to be continuing along with our Bloons Tower Defense 6 Let's Play. Episode 13, I think is what we're on now. So guys, I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the support that you guys have given me so far on the Let's Play series. All the support has been absolutely amazing. So guys, for today's episode, the two game modes that we will be playing alternate Bloons rounds, and we will be playing half cash mode. So guys, right away, I'm going to go ahead and jump into what I'm doing in the alternate Bloons rounds, because the start of the alternate Bloons rounds can be a little bit confusing. Alright guys, the first thing that we're going to start off with alternate Bloons rounds is we're going to start off with a Ninja Monkey. Now, once we get our Ninja Monkey placed down, we're going to go ahead and upgrade him to a 100, so we're only going to grab a Ninja Discipline. Following that, we immediately need to buy a sniper, and we need to upgrade him to a 100 as well. The reason why we need to do this is because, unfortunately, we don't have enough money to go ahead and afford any other popping power. And even though we're going to lose a couple of lives, it's more worth it to go ahead and buy the sniper monkey, opposed to getting that last upgrade to go ahead and make sure that we don't lose those first 4 initial lives. Now, if we were to upgrade our ninja opposed to buying the sniper, then we definitely would have lost quite a few more lives other than 4 lives, which is why I chose to go ahead and eat those initial 4 lives. Alright guys, so a little bit of a recap. Once I upgraded my ninja up to a 201, that's when I decided to buy our Oben. And then once I had my Oben on the field, I went ahead and upgraded our Ninja Monkey up to a 301. Following that, I instantly went for our Alchemist, just because we're gonna be dealing with quite a bit of camo lead balloons. Now, just a little bit of a tip, just in case your Alchemist isn't buffing your Ninja Monkey, you guys can always just place down Oben's Bramble Patch, because Oben's Bramble Patch can hit camo balloons, and if your Oben is being buffed by the Alchemist, Oben's Brambles can actually pop the camo leads. So now everything else from this point on is going to be pretty self-explanatory. I do end up upgrading our sniper to the middle pathway to go ahead and make sure that we had a little bit of extra camo lead protection, and now the only thing I'm saving up for is stronger stimulant. Now at this point, I was debating on whether or not I want to go for a banana farm, but I ended up changing my mind, and I ended up going for a wizard monkey. Now, the reason why I want to go for the wizard monkey is because the wizard monkey is one of those towers that's really good in a majority of game modes, especially when you upgrade it to the Prince of Darkness. So for this alternate Bloons rounds, I felt like the Prince of Darkness would definitely be more than enough to help us out in order to beating this game mode. Now, once I get the the Wizard Monkey upgrade to the Prince of Darkness, that's when I'm going to go for a couple more support towers. On top of that, I also want to work on getting a little bit more experience on top of our towers. So I'm not sure if you guys noticed or not, but I ended up trying out a little bit of different editing style here, and I ended up fast forwarding even more than I have already, because I think I have the normal videos fast forward at 200%, and I ended up doing a little bit more of a fast forward bit faster than 200% while I'm saving up the money to go ahead and buy the Prince of Darkness, because there's nothing else that we really need to do. Alright, so we're getting to the point where we can almost afford to buy the Prince of Darkness, and there we go. Now that we have the Prince of Darkness, now we're going to start placing down a couple more towers. So the first tower that I wanted to go for is I did want to go for a Shattering Shells, and the reason why I like to use Shattering Shells in like the alternate Bloons rounds game mode is because it will strip off all of the reinforcement from the Moab Bloons, which means that our towers won't struggle when actually trying to pop them. So the only problem with these Shattering Shells is it is a little bit on the pricey end. It's sitting at a little bit over $11,000, so it is going to take a little while to save up for. But because we have the Prince of Darkness and we do have the Bloonjitsu Ninja Monkey, it shouldn't be too much further before we can actually afford it. And there we go, around 65 now, and we are not struggling one bit now that we have our Shattering Shells. Now we can go ahead and just place down a couple more towers to get a little bit more experience on. So if you guys remember from episode 12, I wanted to start getting a little bit more experience on the heli pilot, because I do want to go for the Apache Prime soon. I know I bring it up in pretty much every episode, but it is a really fun tower to use, especially because it's because you're able to pair with so many different towers. So now I'm gonna go ahead and place down a Poplust just to go ahead and get a little bit more experience. On top of that, I also want to go ahead and get a little bit more experience on my Spike Factory, because even though I've been placing down a Spike Factory in every single game mode that we've been playing, I still don't have the Perma Spikes unlocked. And guys, even though I've been using it in every single game mode, we're still quite a bit of experience away from actually being able to unlock it. So here we are, round 77. We still aren't struggling one bit. I'm going to go ahead and place down another Spike Factory here, just in hopes that we could go ahead and get a little bit more experience. On top of that, just in case any balloons do end up slipping through, the second Spike Factory and the other Tier 4 Spike Factory that we placed down should be more than enough to go ahead and deal with any balloons that slip through. And here we go, guys, round 79. We just have this round and the last round left. We have quite a bit of money to work with here, but as you guys can see, we really don't need any other towers, especially since the Prince of Darkness is such a beefy boy, and he's able to deal with quite a few of these rounds pretty much by himself. Alright guys, we have one round left, and then the next thing that we're going to be jumping into is we're going to be jumping straight into half cash mode. Now with the half cash mode, the half cash mode is actually quite a bit easier than the previous one that I did, because not only do I have more towers unlocked, I also went with a different hero. Now, whenever I usually play half cash mode, I usually go with Quincy, because Quincy is one of the cheapest heroes in Bloons Tower Defense 6. This time I ended up deciding against Quincy, and I went with Oben. The reason why I chose to go with Oben here is because I don't need to worry about buying an Alchemist, or I don't need to worry about buying a Sniper to deal with the lead balloons, because Oben has that ability to deal with those towers pretty much by himself. So the start that I started off here was, I just started off with a double Dart Monkey start, and I'm working on saving up to buy our hero, because again, I want to make sure that we get our hero on the field as soon as possible. That way he can start getting his level ups. So what that means by starting off with 2 Dart Monkeys is, unfortunately, we definitely will lose a couple of lives here, but it's alright. It's better to sacrifice a couple of lives rather than trying to buy more towers than we need, or trying to go for towers that are a little bit more expensive, or working on buying upgrades, because now that we have our Oben is definitely going to be able to carry for quite a few rounds. I do end up grabbing a Ninja here. The only reason why I decided to go with the Ninja is because I didn't want to rely on Oben's Brambles in order to deal with the camo balloons. So I went ahead and grabbed a Ninja Monkey, and I upgraded him all the way up to a 100, and this is pretty much where I left him until the end of the game. Next thing that I'm going to go ahead and go for is, I'm pretty sure you guys already know, but I'm going to be going for the Wall of Fire Wizard Monkey here. Now, for the amount that this tower actually costs, it is a little bit more of an expensive tier 2, but for the amount of popping power that you actually get for buying the Wall of Fire is actually insane. Which brings me to another really quick point. Another reason why I decided to go with the Ninja Monkey here is because if I want to go for the Wall of Fire and Oben combo, unfortunately I don't have any towers that can hit purple balloons, which is another reason why I decided to go with the Ninja Monkey there. So now the only thing I'm doing is I'm upgrading our Wizard Monkey up to a 022 to go ahead and give him the camo detection. On top of that, we also have the lead popping power. There we go. All right, cool. So now that we have all of these down, the next thing that I'm instantly going to go ahead and go for is I'm going to go ahead and grab myself a Monkey Ace. If you guys remember from the last half cash mode that I did, I'm going to be doing pretty much the exact same thing. One thing I do want to know is that if you guys feel overwhelmed with the amount of balloons that are coming out, you guys always do have Oben's 2 abilities that you guys can use at any given point in time, while you guys are saving up to buy the Never Miss. So we're getting to the point where we can almost afford to buy the Never Miss, and we're actually going to be able to afford it pretty much right before round 40 hits, and we couldn't have got it at a better time, because now that we have the Never Miss, a big portion of our popping power is now on the field. Alright, now that we have all of this going, the next thing that I instantly want to go for is I want to go for a Monkey Village, because the only rounds that we are currently struggling with are the camo rounds, because our Wall of Fire Wizard Monkey and our Ninja are the only 2 towers that can actually hit the camo balloons. So it is a little bit of a pricey investment, but once we get the radar scanner, the next thing that I want to do is I want to go ahead and give our Never Miss a little bit of a power boost. I'm going to do that by grabbing an Alchemist. Now with this Alchemist, I don't want to buff any other towers other than the Never Miss, because like I was saying, our Never Miss is a majority of our popping power, and it will be for pretty much the entire game. All right, and we almost have enough money to go ahead and afford our Stronger Stimulant. Again, as soon as we can afford it, we're going to go ahead and buy it. And then the next thing that we're going to go ahead and buy is we're going to buy Stronger Acid, then Perishing Potions. Now that we have all of this going, the next thing that we need to worry about is we need to start worrying about round 63, because round 63, we really don't have enough popping power yet to deal with it. An option that I've thought of is, what if we went for Dragon's Breath, and even if we went with Dragon's Breath, it would not be enough. So a tried and true method that I've used on a lot of half cash modes is I'm gonna go ahead and go for a Recursive Cluster. The Recursive Cluster is an absolute beast of a tower, and it's a super cheap method for dealing with round 63. So as soon as we have enough money to do so, we're going to go ahead and buy our Recursive Cluster. Again, it isn't super expensive, especially when you pair it with a primary mentoring. It's more than enough popping power in order to deal with round 63. So unfortunately, because we went with the Ninja Monkey at the start, we are a little bit of money behind of where I would like it to be. So we aren't actually able to afford the heavy bombs until the start of round 63. Now that we have our heavy bombs, the next thing that I want to go ahead and upgrade is I want to upgrade our monkey village up to primary mentoring. Now this isn't a tower that you guys necessarily need to buy, but what it does is it will increase our Recursive Cluster's range to go ahead and increase his popping power just a little bit by giving him more time to actually hit the balloons. Now the next upgrade that I want to go for is I want to go ahead and go for Dragon's Breath. And then once we get our Dragon's Breath, I don't want to say we're going to be good to go, but we're going to be setting off pretty well. Alright, and we should be able to afford our Dragon's Breath here in just 1 second. So while we are waiting to afford the Dragon's Breath, again, I just want to say thank you guys so much for the support on the series so far. You guys have been absolutely amazing, and I'm so glad that you guys are enjoying it. Also, I just want to say, if you guys are enjoying the Bloons Tower Defense 6 Let's Play, make sure you guys hit that like button. Also, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to subscribe as well. I do upload quite a bit of Bloons Tower Defense 6 content. Right, guys, now the next thing that I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and buy a Moab Glue. The reason why I want to go for a Moab Glue is to go ahead and slow down the Moabs, because the only balloons that we're actually struggling with popping are going to be the Moab balloons themselves. So it's a little bit of an expensive tower to go for, sitting at 3,600 bucks, but it will definitely allow our towers to have a little bit more time to actually pop the balloons. Alright, and now that we have the Moab Glue, the last two things that we're going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my Ninja Monkey up to double shot with Seeking Shurikens. And then I was thinking to myself, let's just go ahead and add a little bit more ceramic popping power in the very back. So I end up buying a Wizard Monkey, and I upgrade the Wizard Monkey to Wall of Fire with Intense Magic. I don't worry about the Monkey Sense because we do have a Monkey Village here, so we don't need to worry about hitting the Camel Balloons. So guys, while we are finishing up round 79, once we get done with the half cash mode, I'll go ahead and give you guys a sneak preview at where my monkey knowledge is currently sitting. We almost have enough monkey knowledge to go ahead and max out our primary monkey knowledge tree. But anyways, guys, I just want to say thank you guys again so much for all the support on the channel so far. You guys are absolutely crushing it. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed, please feel free to hit that like button. Also, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to subscribe as well. I do upload quite a bit of Bloons Tower Defense 6 content. But anyways, guys, you already know what time it is. I hope you guys have the most amazing day of your lives, and I will see you guys in the next one.